It's week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jags and the Colts, and it's all up next.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in the...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 71 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now it's Richardson. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Richardson looking to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson working from the gun.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
ETN up the middle.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson connecting over the middle with Downs.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Richardson. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Michael Pittman had another strong campaign in Indianapolis last season. They saw him set career highs in receptions with 109 and over 1,100 yards. He's extremely valuable to this offense, and they really want to pair him with their young quarterback, Anthony Richardson, and management recognized that by giving him a new contract.
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
Alec Pierce,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing, Jones.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Jones.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Richardson to throw off play action. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way down to the 5. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A short throw there to Strange.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A vintage run there, because when the chains move with him, they move quickly. No secret that Taylor's one of the most electric playmakers in the league whenever he's on the field. Always a threat to go the...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll try and run the option.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mac Jones.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Colts coming out now. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice...
Well, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jags.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw, Jones.
This complete right side to the tight end, Farrell.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Now Richardson.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Andrew Wingard.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown catch in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
Able to slither by.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9. They go play action with Richardson.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Joshua Hines-Allen
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now it's Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. In motion left is Thomas.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now ETN to start the drive.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's a give to ETN. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Thomas goes in motion left.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Reynolds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A handoff for ETN.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Mac Jones,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That complete to Downs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gay's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 31, here's second down and 8. Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The Jaguars on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing, Jones. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw again.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Off play action. Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this taken in by Downs.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
And Gay knocks this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So now the Jags down by a field goal. 1:51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Jones. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Jones. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Jones.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A give. It's ETN off the option.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Now Richardson finding Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Richardson to throw it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Richardson.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.